Over the last couple days, we have seen AVCT make some incredible price action moves to the upside, you guys. Today in particular, actually from the bottom of this candle right over here to today's high, we have seen already a 38% increase in price action, you guys, amidst economical reports and presidential formal announcement coming up on Tuesday. We did see a pullback in the price, however, in the after hours trading session, you guys. What does that mean for AVCT stock for the coming sessions? Well, we can actually find out here. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by. Once again, this is ARCa coming at you with an AVCT, Technicals and Statistical Thread of Analysis. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community on Discord, ARCab. Okay, you guys, without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into the charts, you guys. This is AVCT on the 4-hour we are looking at, you guys. And as you can see, we have since broken out of some key resistances that we had, you guys, and are now in some bullish price action, you guys. Usually when we print a candle with a long wick to the top like this, that usually means that we're going to face a small pullback, you guys. The great thing is within this price action is that we are now above the 618 at 90 cents, you guys, and this can very likely be a strong support for us to use for a continuation onto the upside. Let's go ahead and pull up some moving averages so that we can see where we are currently sitting, you guys. You can see right here that this is the 10-day simple moving average, the SMA 10, and we are now way above it, you guys. So let's go ahead and pull up some closer moving averages to see just what we have. Okay, you can see right over here, you guys, that the 7-day exponential moving average has some confluence with the 618, which can also serve as a form of support for us to continue on to the upside, you guys. You can see that this 30-day, this is the 30-day exponential moving average, was actually used today as a form of resistance before us seeing this pullback in the after hours trading, you guys. So based on this price structure, you guys, you guys are looking at you guys are looking at a structure of higher lows and higher highs, which is a very good thing. We want to be able to keep a gradual growth so that we can have stability within the AVCT price action, you guys. We don't want a momentous move to the upside because that'll fall just as fast. We want to be able to gradually grow to the top, you guys. So let's go ahead and move on to the next chart and see what we have. This is the statistical side. My apologies. This is the statistical side of the analysis, you guys. And for the new listeners, you are looking at volatility right here, represented by this indicator, BBWP. And volatility is direction neutral. In order for us to gauge a bias in direction, we actually pair it with an indicator similar to this one. This is a stochastic momentum or a momentum oscillator. This is very, very similar to an RSI, you guys. So we can be able to use terminology like oversold and overbought levels, right? So there's a criteria that I actually use for a back test, and the back test is actually throughout the entire trading history of AVCT stock, you guys. This is done by hand in order for us to get some targets to for us to evaluate, and these targets are an average to mean based on some statistical metrics taken here. Now, the criteria for those metrics, you guys, are taken in respects to the duration of the iteration based on the upside thrust as well, and the amount of times that momentum versus volatility profile has gotten the move to the upside correct, based on a contraction phase starting from what I consider to be extreme or critical percentile, which is above this red line, the 90 percentile, you guys. So every single time we've actually moved above that 90%, I've taken an iteration from that time and measured those metrics for us to see those averages, you guys. So within that metric, now in particular to the stochastic momentum, you guys, out of a total of 12 iterations, the stochastic momentum was able to guess the direction of the asset 10 out of 12 times, which gives us an 83.33% accuracy. Definitely not perfect, but very good to consider, right, you guys? So now, in respects to the volatility versus momentum profile backtest, out of the 12 iterations, something rare happened. We got 12 out of 12 correct. giving us an average upside accuracy of 100%, you guys, which doesn't happen very often. That gives us an averaged upside thrust of 58.53% over the span of just over a month, you guys. This is proof of work. So remember, you guys, the most important thing here is that I'm not a financial advisor. I can't actually suggest for you to buy or sell any assets. Please take whatever I do say within these videos, whatever I show as a form of entertainment. Please do your own DD and we'll be okay. Excuse me, you guys. Okay, so now applying the 58.53% metric, we can actually now make an adjustment based on the firing of the signal. So the criteria that we need in order for us to make that move to the upside, it is the commencement of the contraction phase towards the downside. We do need both the volatility component and the moving average of the BBWP, both to be pivoted towards the downside alongside momentum pitched to the upside, you guys. So it looks like we are now starting to create that, you guys, and this slight upside movement is very much in accordance with us making this moving average making the cross below the 90 percentile, you guys. So this is playing out very well. So let's go ahead and just measure from the point of firing, because this has been going for some time now, you guys. So we're gonna do it from let's see, yeah, it would be from the opening of this candle right over here. Let's just make sure that is the opening. It is 99 cents. So I'm sorry, the closure of this candle. So we're gonna do actually no, it would be the opening. Okay, let's put it right at the opening of the red candle and see what that gives us. Okay, so we are looking at direct confluence to the 0.236 fib ratio, you guys. It does have a lot of rhyming within that. So we're looking at a upside thrust to about $1.58 as a first stop before us continuing on to the upside. Please also remember that these are statistical metrics. They are not certainties, you guys. Another thing that I'd like to talk to you about is something very curious within the momentum oscillator, you guys. But you can definitely see that we are definitely making our way up. And we are making our way up from a historical low, you guys. We have never, in the history of trading for the AVCT asset, we have never made a stochastic low this low, you guys. This is a 1% read. And you can see here that on May 2020, this was the lowest read we had, reading at about 1.5. And now we have made that 1.06 brand new historical low, you guys. So also you can notice here for the new listeners that we are in a type of trend line regression rejection type of situation right over here, you guys. Now, what's curious is that when we touched this lowest read at the time, the all-time low here in 2020, we reversed to this point, which is very curious since that point is actually within our grip, and we can actually be right there. What's curious is the upside thrust based on this iteration. Please know that it's one of one iterations, you guys. It's just one. So we can't put too much weight on it, but we can speculate, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at that one iteration and see what happened within the price action there, you guys, because it is very exciting to see and very cool to note, right? So based on this touch right down here, you guys, we faced a 265% move to the upside. So if we were to apply that 265% move from the firing of the signal, which now we can actually adjust to right at this point right over here, you guys, you can see that it takes us to, we'll make some adjustments right here, you guys. So it takes us to, we have direct confluence with the 618 golden ratio, you guys, which is this one right over here, this blue line at about $3.80, you guys. So now we have a range of between 360, which is the 265%, to the 618 at $3.79 or $3.80. So we do have a 19% deficit right here, you guys, but this is a resistance range that we can look at. And if we draw a box right from this resistance range, including the 618 Fibonacci ratio and the implied 264% statistical target, we can see that we've actually used this as a form of resistance right over here. You guys, you can see this candle living right within that range that we're talking about. This candle touching that wick low right there, you guys. You can see that this is definitely an area of interest, you guys, for us to be able to take the trade too. Now, do know that we are in the buy daily chart, so this can likely take days and weeks, you guys. So please remember that I am talking about over a month right here, so we definitely have to practice some patience within this trade, you guys. So let's go ahead and move on to the next chart and see what we got. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a bias and direction. We're going to start off with the immediate short-term time frame, but before we do that, you guys, new listeners, this upper half of the RSI is the bullish control zone. Bottom half is the bearish control zone. The inner workings is the weakness percentile, and the outer workings of either is the strength percentile, you guys. You can see that the 30-minute immediate short-term time frame is suggesting for us to continue on towards the downside. So this is likely a corrective move since we're in a very short-term time frame right here, you guys. We are trading below the moving average, which is this pink line right over here, which is already bearish, and we have since moved from the bull strength percentile into bull weakness percentile, you guys. So we need to watch out what's going to happen within the early session on Monday. So now let's go ahead and move on to the buy hourly. Buy hourly is suggesting for us to continue on to the downside, you guys. Since we are in the very shallow areas of the bull weakness percentile, we are likely to come back down into bear weakness and potentially find support from the moving average, which is giving us a hint of a continuation onto the upside, you guys. So let's look at the 6 hour and see what we got. 6 hour bullish case here, you guys, is that we are definitely trading above the moving average. And the dangerous part is that we are now within the deep areas of the bear weakness percentile, getting dangerously close into bear strength, you guys. That means that we can likely be gravitated towards this bear strength percentile, and we can potentially, just like this one, just like this time frame, the 2 hour, the buy hourly, we can use the moving average as a form of support before a continuation onto the upside, you guys. So there is definitely some pullback happening within the next trading session, you guys. Now you can see that the recovery would actually come in by the end of the session or the next trading session, you guys, with the daily print now moving above the moving average and suggesting a continuation to the upside, and now approaching the very shallow areas of the bear strength percentile. This is very likely to jump into bear weakness and continue on to the upside, you guys. So we can actually see some corrective movement happening right now, you guys. A small pullback, possibly mid to the mid session, and then finding recovery by the end of the session on Monday or on Tuesday, you guys. So that is very, very reminiscent to what's happening with the price action here. It looks like we're in the process of creating a type of bull flag. So we could actually see a touch back down to this EMA 7, which has confluence with the knot 618 that we were talking about. This is very much in accordance with us pulling back and then continuing on to the upside, you guys. So now one more thing, you guys. This is the Crypstex ARC-Armor indicator. This is in partnership with myself and Crypstex Trading, and they have since endorsed me and or partner with me, if you will, for us to create these set of custom indicators that we can use for momentum style or day trade style or scalp style trades, you guys. And what I am noticing here is that we have a long signal printed, and we have not printed a short signal just yet. We are getting a hint from the enhanced MACD. This is also part of the ARC-Series indicators, you guys. We're getting the enhanced MACD with a bear signal, but I'm still honoring the armor indicator, because there is a potential to where we can actually correct from one of these exponential moving averages right over here, followed by a continuation on to the upside. If we look at the bottom of the last exponential moving average, it looks like we're landing at about just 90 cents at this very bottom area. So let's look at the 90-cent target within okay, so all right, so yeah, you guys, so take a look at this. This is the 7-day exponential moving average on the 4-hour chart, and it is right at about 90 cents. You can actually see the values right over here, so take a look. So that is very much in confluence with with the ARC armor indicator, you guys, in the very last exponential moving average. So this is comprised of several exponential moving averages put together very closely so that we can see or apply algorithmically into the chart so that we can see a wave of direction, you guys. And within that wave of direction, we get an idea and also buy and sell signals, you guys. So you can see, for example, here we had a long signal went up, we have a short signal went down, long signal went up, short all the way down, and we have a long signal here and have not printed a short one just yet, you guys. So the combination of both of these indicators can be a very powerful discretionary tool for trading in the immediate short-term time frame, you guys. So I think this is a pretty good place for me to leave off the video, you guys. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to me on Twitter, on Discord. I'll make sure to leave the links in the description below for you to consider joining the trading community in Discord, ARCab. Okay, you guys, so with that said, I wish you a good night and a good weekend, and I will catch you at the bell on Monday. Adios.